cancel those Marines, lift that barracks off, we'll put that factory right down onto that tech lab, start making siege tanks. Siege tanks would have helped you so much, and you have so much money, so much unspent money. Make another barracks. If you're seriously wanting to go Marines Marauders late game, upgrade them, which you still haven't done, even though you have that engineering bay at this point. Upgrade them as much as you can and just overwhelm them. Get 5, 6 barracks. Just absolutely swarm them. You only have, that many Marauders and Marines. It looks like 10 or so. All of them are about, half health or so, whereas he is pretty much fully healthed, fully shielded, Colossus, Stalkers, and a nice, just a nice spread of units. See, you come in one at a time, and he's all grouped up. I always, if you're attacking, you want to attack in a clump. You do not want to attack single file like this, especially not against ranged. Yeah. And that happens. And the saddest marauder ever. Aww. Now we come back and we see you still don't have many SCVs here, which I guess you don't really need because you have just such an excess of money. I'll shut up about that though now. And you've seen what he's going. Get siege tanks out at the very least, to make him a little bit more concerned about his positioning, because you have absolutely nothing to deal with those Colossus, and his army is just going to toy with you. Now, you're making another command center, and that is one of the biggest questions that I have here. Why do you need another command center? You've got plenty of money. You're not in need of resources. That is just a waste of time. Make another barracks there. Make another factory there. Start pumping stuff out. Starport building, absolutely nothing. Build some medevacs. Dear goodness, if you're this late into the game and you don't have a medevac and you only have maybe 9 Marauders and 9 Marines, that is a paltry army. I'm sorry. There goes your supply depot, Sudface. And Vikings. I kind of like the Viking move just because, sure, they can take out those Colossuses and you don't really have anything that can do that. However, based off, those Stalkers are going to target they're going to target them down just initially, especially, once again, playing against a Diamond Leaguer. They're not going to last. Not in the slightest. Siege tanks would have fared much better. Now, I don't know exactly what you're doing. If you're trying to do this and get into a tactical position here, I think what you're doing is trying bringing all your units here to defend against the Colossus if they hop up here and start going to town on your army or your base and try to defend that, which is all right. But you also lose your initial positioning up here, and the range and the line of sight that you have up there is just absolutely invaluable. Bring your SEVs out to scout, I assume, or just to bring them back and start a new. Oh no, they're just gathering. Okay. I would have actually used one of those SEVs, brought him out, seen where his army is, and then repositioned your units accordingly. Now, your couple guys that are out there, your stragglers are just getting destroyed. You are a decent position here for those guys, but now you just bring your Vikings in. Bad choice. They just kited them into their stalkers, taking those out one by one, And now once again you've got nothing. You're no way to take out those colossus. No way whatsoever. The zealots block you out in the beginning, and all your army is just dead. You had far too few units and far too low tech units. You only had tiers like 1.5 or so, and he just had your counter. So main points here to address. Keep making SCVs. Keep making units. You had way too much money at the end of the game there. 2,000 minerals, over 1,000 gas, and you didn't even have any gas miners at your second base at your expansion. You need to have more barracks. Keep pressing, keep getting guys out, keep upgrading them. Make sure that you are as close to zero on your minerals and gas as possible, unless you're saving for something. Now, this is actually I'm actually gonna walk you through. You're really for your 3 racks build. You had an okay idea of what you should be doing. Get your first barracks out pretty soon. Get an orbital command shortly thereafter. Get your second barracks, get your third barracks, and have a tech lab reactor. That's a pretty good strategy. You just need to do that quicker. And the only way you're going to get that quicker is going to be by having more SCVs out there at the beginning. My initial build order is not too much different from yours, but what it is get SCVs until you are working on your 10th SCV. So you actually have 10 out of 11 supply. And then when you have 50 minerals there, make your supply depot. Then the supply depot should finish just about the time where your 11th SCV is being finished, and you'll have 11 of 11. That'll hop up to 1119, and you can start making another SCV or two. And once that supply depot is done and that SCV is being made, you can build your barracks. Once that barracks is done, you can be continually making SCVs. You should have 15 SCVs out, and at that point, after your 15th SCV is out, you should upgrade to an orbital command right then and there. Then get the mule, start pressing out more, or churning out more SCVs. Get that second supply depot off to finish bunking, and get that second barracks up quick. And then usually towards the end of when that second barracks is finishing, I like to start my third barracks. Then once you have those 3 barracks out, you should have enough minerals to just start pumping out units continuously. Have an SCV, keep making supply depots. You were pretty decent on your supply. But also scout. Protoss is easy to scout. You should not be scared of Protoss early game. Worst comes to worst, they get a zealot, and you run it around in circles. Against Terrans, a little iffy, just because they're more than likely going to bunk, and it'll be hard to get up there and actually see, so that's sometimes a waste. And also, if it's Zerg, they might have a queen, and you might not be able to see much. And Zerg likes to hide their buildings around so that they can defend it with their queen. But that's my advice. You did pretty well. You just need to get a little bit quicker and keep on making things. That's my analysis. I hope you enjoy this. I hope this helped. I'm sorry if I came off as a little too obnoxious. As I said, not everything I said is necessarily right. I'm only platinum, but I think that hopefully that should help you. Good luck, and I hope to see you get better. Have a lovely evening, good sir.